touchdown.
The Barons can perhaps get the big return and do something here before halftime. They're suddenly trailing. The score's 21-20. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. The Barons just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over. And intercepted. Ball is out.
They recover their own fumble.
That was an awesome job by the defense.
Hold on a minute. They're going to stop play and take another look at that last one. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes, it was a booth review, and the call is overturned.
I think if you left it up to the coaches, they'd like the booth to review them all, Jim, because put all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn bad calls on the field.
You said you bought your 2K, right?
First down.
You said you bought 2K?
They're going to run it on the toss.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots.
I seen the red box 2K at your house yesterday still.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front. First and goal from the 3. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
Football sits at the 2. Second and goal from the 2. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
Oh, man, the defense is going to be mad about this. They were thinking run. They had the defense called. It was right. But they're not able to stop the surge by the offensive line. And they let the running back get in there for the TD.
The Steelers ready to boot the football down the field. He'll have a chance to take off. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Steelers came up with the pickoff of the quarterback the last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted.
And the give to Lamar Miller. And Hayward in on the tackle. The Barons call a timeout, their first. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. This will be the last play before halftime. Going to be a penalty here.
Holding. Defense. First down.
The Steelers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Barons from the 37. Going for the deep ball. Could have been intercepted.
That's what it said last time.
We've reached the intermission, and soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a touchback. The Steelers defense trying to crack down yet again on the opposition, leading through 2 quarters and leading the way for this team.
I like the way they played in the first half on the defensive side, so make sure you don't lose that thought process and that confidence that you gained in what you did in the first half, and go out there and attack this offense. Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 35. Gets about 9 on the play. The Barons have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Miller's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today, just coming out and out-hitting the defense.
You see how I locked you down in the park, my dude?
And they are taking
You ever been strapped like that?
Tannehill's lined up.
What?
2 tight ends set.
What's the difference now?
Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Williams is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
You couldn't get off. You couldn't get off me. Only.
First down at the 46.
Yeah, I'm not that good of a scorer. And you do too small. I mean, it's fake on there. If I had a 6'8" guy or 6'9", whatever I am, I would post you up every play of the game and destroy you. But on there, you can push me a little bit, and I won't make the layup. I got my layup all the way up, and my driving layup is like 61.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Well, it's a tight game up to this point. You got 3rd and long. You're losing by a few points. You can't win the game on this play, but I'll tell you what, you can sure lose it. If you force this football down the field, you have a turnover, it could be the end of the game.
Tannehill from the gun. Makes the reception.
Yeah.
It's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
I think that's playing it pretty safe, throwing that short pass on 3rd and long. I thought he had a chance to throw it down the field. He just couldn't pull the trigger and let it go.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Steelers lead, and you know why. Roethlisberger's, of course, been leading that charge as he's been guiding his team up and down the field.
He's been sharp all day long. He's making good reads as he looks down the field. And listen, everybody on this offense has been exceptional.
I'm about to become a legend. Oh, no, I'm switching to whatever part gets the boost.
First down at the 25.
Oh, did they all get the boost?
There to make the tackle.
Last time?
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times. And we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Barons lined up in the nickel. Second down and 7. Here's the handoff. That's a gain of 7.
Xbox gets banned more than PS4.
5 yards per carry on the day.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
They better hurry to get the snap. They're going to stay on the ground. They'll mark him at the 40. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it.
Show
the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
The Steelers come to the line, and they put
Once
their
you save your money,
receivers in
if
a
you're not
bunch
buying straps,
formation.
just save your money unless you
Johnson out to
absolutely
the
need
right.
it.
It's wide open. Nice piece of running by Jackson.
The Steelers, they never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. There's a flag right there.
Delayed game, offense. Still first down.
First and 15 to go. Now
you can't wear park clothes at the stage?
Shakes off the hit.
What you say you can't do at the stage?
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks
you
up
do wear
the
park
first
clothes
down.
at the stage.
That's nice. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and goal. Once again, a running play. Force it across for the touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's first and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
Extra point is good. The Barons now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 35-20. The Steelers getting ready to kick it off. They'll take it at the 20. The Barons stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Brought down by Timmons. Coming up, second down. Lamar Miller with the carry. Thomas is in on the tackle.
Well, when you can run as fast as he can, every once in a while when they put those arms around you, that's not going to be enough. Good job of breaking that tackle.
Ryan Tannehill will take it from the gun. Ball was out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
Nice job by the offense that time. Even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. Was the knee down, Phil, or was it a fumble first?
I think what we need to do here, let's stop it when the knee hits the ground. And once we stop it, let's look at the football. Does he have possession of it completely at that time? If he does, then it's going to be down. The runner will be down before the fumble occurs.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
First down at the 36. Miller with the reception. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. Second down and short.
Second down and 2. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
Miller's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down at the 47. Strong eye handoff here. Still powering ahead. Breaks at the tackle. Tackle's made. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
The defense, when they watch this tape tomorrow, they are going to get their rear ends chewed out. Look at the broken tackles that time by the running back. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Tannehill's got it in the gun. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Stepping up to the line at the 14.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Second down and 10. The catch is made by Cameron. Third catch today so far.
Jim, when you get down the red zone, you have to be very careful as a quarterback not to turn the football over. Good decision that time by the quarterback. Gets the completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
The Barons offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Alvin Bud Dupree gets to the quarterback.
We got to give that defense in front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And the kick is good for 3.
Kickers are like everybody else, like quarterbacks throwing the football. When their confidence is high, they can make it look easy. Another nice field goal by the kicker.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. Look at the numbers, Phil. This is a running back that struggled early, but since then has really found his rhythm.
Yeah, when the run game doesn't work, it just looks really ugly to everybody, to the team and the fans. But they stayed with it, and now this thing is starting to look, well, not pretty, but pretty good.
First down at the 20. Trying to find an opening to the right. And Jones in on the tackle.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
2nd and 7 on the way. The Barons defense now is going to go nickel. The Steelers take it from the 23. Jones in on the tackle. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
First down at the 42. That is 5 penalties on the offense today. The defense accepts the penalty. at the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. First down at the 34. Breaks free, has some space to work with. No one's going to get him now. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long-running play for a touchdown. And how about that when it had it all in its speed? Good moves, good blocks. Exciting.
That's a timeout call. Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone. Landry's got a chance to return this one. Thomas there that time for the tackle. And a run back of about 16. The Barons offense takes the field after putting together a nice drive on their last possession. They were finally stopped short of the end zone and had to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, they had to settle, but they did a lot of good stuff. And I know on the defensive side, they had them reeling. And now you got to go out there and take advantage of the fact that the defense was guessing last series. Keep them guessing.
Jarvis Landry with the catch. Mark him down for another reception.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position for a second down play call.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Tannehill's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And there's Cameron. Gains 16. The Barons still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Tannehill's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well. There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 39. The defense gets a sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
It's Tannehill out of the pistol. Miller's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Intercepted. And a flag is down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic first down.
The ball is spotted right at the 46. 1st and 10. Gets the handle here. Picks up 8 here. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You could tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. Welcome back, coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Now 1st and 10. Here's another handoff, and that's a gain of 9.
When you run the football like this, if you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
That's a mindless error on the offense.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
The Steelers take it from the 28. Right back to him one more time. Gains 5.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you, having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country, all your peers. They watch you. It just doesn't get better.